Hi everybody. Me again, just out taking a little more of this little night ride. Out enjoying the really nice cool weather. It's just the right temperature. I'm in shirt sleeves. Sun's setting down in the trees, and the wind that's coming over this tank and these handlebars is just the right temperature. When I stop like I am now, it's just a tick warm, not hot, just barely warm. And just thought I would get out here and ride around. I'm actually I'm finding a nice little place to ride. It's nothing scenic, but it's restful and a good place to ride just to clear my head and to recoup things. And that's riding around the Air Force Base here in Smyrna and the accompanying Lockheed plant, Lockheed Martin. And that's a big employer in the area and real near the house. This afternoon, C-130s, transport planes were flying, doing touch and goes at the runway, and they fly literally right over the house. I mean, if I look straight up, I'm directly below them. Something fell off the airplane, it's going to hit me, put it that way. And they're only a few hundred feet up when they come over the house, because we're pretty close to the end of the runway. Got a little interesting situation here. The little Camaro there slowed way up, and a pickup truck right here came up on him real fast and wants to go by him. So he almost pulled over on me, but we worked it out. I slowed down, he sped up, everything turned out okay. And it usually does. I'm usually pretty easy to get along with when I'm riding the motorcycle. I don't want to fight anybody. Let me ask you guys a question. How many helmets do you have? You know, helmets that you regularly wear. I don't mean one stuck back in the closet or in a, you know, under the bed somewhere or something like that. I mean helmets that you wear on a regular basis. I've got this helmet that I like to vlog with the open face. It has the camera right here on my chin. I've also got the one I used in the last videos, which has a side mount and a top mount, but it has my Cena intercom system in it to match up with my wife's. I've also got a full face showy helmet I had when I had my sport bike. I've still got it. I've got a front mount on it. I don't use it very often unless it's cold, because it's like looking at a little tiny little porthole compared to all these other helmets. And I really miss my peripheral vision when I wear it. And I'll bet I've got 4 or 5 little shorty helmets, little brain buckets or skid lids, whatever you want to call them. They're all different brand names. I got one, a real nice one, came out of Canada that is DOT approved, that is very, very light, and it doesn't give you mushroom head very much. But what I was going to mention was, I don't have a single helmet that doesn't irritate me in one way or another. I mean, this helmet probably irritates me least of all, but for some reason, something in that helmet rubs my ear wrong after a couple hours. Now, I take the earpieces out of most of my helmets, you know, the ones that snap in right in the side, because to be honest, they press on my cheeks and on my face so much that after a while it gives me a headache, especially on the longer rides. And I don't mind it riding out. Now what it does make it a little loose, as you can see by the camera wobbling on my head, and I probably should get a little bit smaller size if I'm going to keep doing this. But for some reason, even though there's nothing around my ear, some part of this helmet touches my ear every now and then, and it's just like a bug landing on my ear, and it just bothers the hell out of me. You guys have any problems with yours? I mean, you got a really good helmet. I'm going to go look for some more helmets. I'm just really desperate to find one that I think will work. They got a cool one at one of the stores I saw, and I don't know if I'm going to buy it because it's really expensive, but it's like a helicopter style helmet, and it's got some recesses made into the helmet for the ears, so that there actually is a space for your ears in there, not just a piece of fabric that kind of makes a pocket for your ear to fit into. And I got to check that out. I think they're kind of pricey, and spent a lot of money lately, and don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, but I do want to try it out. If you guys have a helmet you really like, let me know. If it's less than, you know, a couple $100, I might be willing to think about one, you know, getting one like it. But what's your idea? Alrighty, well, I'm not that far from the house. I just about completed the loop. I don't know how long it took. But it's a nice little after rush hour loop that has very little traffic. I'm going the way the traffic goes, I guess, or there really isn't any. And again, nothing spectacular to see unless you like the airbase. This little road's pretty nice. This is real close to the house, and you've seen this a bunch of times. Okay, well, let's close it out for this one. Hope everybody's having a great evening, and let me know what you think about helmets. Take care. Bye-bye.